What's up, everybody? Becky, where are you? Becky? Hey, how's it going? Let's get undone. This is my space right now. Today I'm going to share with you how I take my YouTube studio from this to this without breaking the bank. So this look was inspired by Peter McKinnon, Becky and Chris, Gerald Undone and Parker Wallbach. First, we need to figure out the look, the vibe, the aesthetic of our video. For that, we can use YouTube, Pinterest and some other stuff I'll show you along the way. I browse through my favorite YouTubers, their channels, and I see the aesthetic that they have. Me, personally, I lean more towards the darks, the black background, the teal and orange. The same thing you can do in Pinterest as well. You just search for YouTube studios or a studio or video editing studios, and you come up with a lot of different ideas. What I like to do is collect all of this on Millernote. I simply hit save and I save it to a board on Millernote, and I can have that look, that vibe on one single board. Now, this is not stealing their look. We're just borrowing certain ideas, aesthetics from these YouTubers, these creators, to create a look that you personally will like. And there's no stopping you from changing this every now and then. Once we have the look that we want, we need to figure out the layout and the framing. The first step is actually the distances. You want to be a fair distance from the background. I find that 4 feet is the minimum distance required to get a nice blurred background. Now that we know the distance from the background, we need to figure out the camera position. Based on your lens, you could place your camera closer to you, midway, or even further away. This is what a 50mm, 35mm, 24mm, and 70mm lens looks like. Depending on the space and the look you want, you would choose your lens. For my studio, I'm using the 50mm lens. To get the beautiful bokeh, the blurred background look, you need to set your aperture at the largest possible on your lens. In my case, it's 1.8. As my key light, I'm going to use the Godox SL60W to light myself, and the largest softbox from Godox that I could find, the 120 by 80 centimeter with a grid. As you can see, with just one key light, natural light from the window, and my white wall, this looks much better than before. However, we can make it better. Now let's bring in some practical light. You could use something like this, or you could use the lampshade. And we add a plant. So this makes our background a little bit more interesting, and we can use lighting to create depth between the key light and the background. Color psychology is not just for the background and lighting, it's also for what you wear in front of the camera. So make sure you're well dressed, well groomed in front of the camera, always. So that's our studio almost ready. One thing left is to close the curtains so we can control the lighting entirely. This look can be a little bit dramatic with no fill light on this side, but if you want, you can just put a white foam board and fill in. I like this dramatic look, so I'm going to stick with it. So far, we've been working with just one key light, and this is what the studio looks like. Not bad. However, if you have a little bit more budget, and you can add a second light to light up the background, and it creates even more depth using lighting. And the last thing I want to talk about is the audio. Audio is extremely important in video. You could be using a lavalier mic like this plugged into a wireless Rode system, or you could use a shotgun mic that's right outside the frame. You could also use the wireless mic systems from SmallRig and even Godox. Any of these work. I cannot stress enough, good audio is extremely important for these videos. Here's a bonus tip for you if you got some extra cash lying around. All you need is a light like this to motivate the orange background lighting. And you can always add a hair light to simulate the teal background light as well. Well, I hope this gives you a rough idea of how you can create this lovely little YouTube studio, and I'll see you in the next one.